Hello and welcome back to Drama Investigator. More receipts have come out to play. Certain influencers are allegedly being blackmailed, and another certain influencer is falsely accusing others of blackmail. It's a right mess. Unfortunately, my local funeral home is getting pissed off that I keep wanting to host YouTube career funerals. In other words, I've been banned from the local funeral home. So today we will just be hosting a funeral webinar. Let's get into it. If you weren't already up to date with the drama, Thomas Halbert has tried to expose Jeffree Star in a video calling him out for being racist recently, with no receipts to show. As we all know, Jeffree Star has said racial slurs in the past, to which he finally proved everyone that he is not over years of sincere apologies and growing as a person. So it seems as if Thomas used Jeffree Star's past as a weakness and was egged on to make a video about Jeffree Star because he was pissed off that Jeffree Star didn't want to do business with him or film videos with him. So he's gone off on an E-tantrum, and Jeffree Star gave him an E-hiding, as we saw in my previous video, which I will have a link down below. Jeffree Star has since sent more tweets stating, "I've been backstabbed so many times I've honestly lost count. Hi, how are you?" Here is a literal proof of Thomas saying the N-word from his old friend. Absolutely disgusting. Funny how the ones who always accuse me are the actual guilty ones. And here is Thomas's private message leaked, where he says, "I think he just wants an argument to fill his pathetic life with things to do." Not quite sure who he's talking about here. Is he trying to draw and shade? He does not go to college. When is this blank gonna start living his life, and leaves Winky and YouTube and shit, like grow up. Jeffree then tweets saying, "The facts are out there. I'm done talking about this BS. I have a phone full of more receipts if any more lies want to be told on my name. Put some respect on my name." Now I headed on over to Thomas's Twitter to see more damage that he's done, and I quote, "Anyone who has a problem with my video and the message behind it is probably a racist." And then he tweets out this long message that he wrote. "To my audience. Firstly, I am sorry for the horrible things that have come out over the last 24 hours. I have been manipulative, two-faced, and shady behind closed doors. I have been very immature over the last few years, and I'm still growing into the person I would like to be. I want to apologize once again to Manny, because that voice note was after I initially found out about what Jeffree told me you did. Since then, we've talked about our issues and put it in the past. I am deeply sorry to everyone I've hurt in this industry, but most importantly, my audience. You guys have done nothing but support and love me, and unfortunately, a dark side of my character that I've been relentlessly working to fix and heal has been exposed in a misinformed and manipulated way. I totally understand why I am losing subscribers who are disappointed in my shady behavior those 2 months. I'm more disgusted in myself than you realize. I'm ready to face any backlash I do deserve. I've been a terrible friend, ally, and influencer. One thing I am not is a liar. There is nothing that I have said about Jeffree Star that has been a lie. I will not go back on what I said in regards to the racial slurs because it was not a lie. I didn't lie to him, and as much as he has tried to manipulate the truth, one thing he hasn't been able to do is show that I'm a liar. I tried to go about my truth as respectfully as I could in my most recent video, and he did everything he could to gaslight and discredit what I said. One lesson I've learned is that I cannot trust him to be forthcoming. Why did you invite me to your house? Because I tweeted in defense of Manny's refund drama, since deleted because of what Jeffree Star told me. You texted me, "Stop, he doesn't like you." You then proceeded to invite me over to talk and hang out. Why was I so mad at Manny? Because you told me he tried to ruin my career in 2015, and that he was the reason everyone hated me. I trusted you. You lied. You left out your part in order to paint a picture of me you couldn't do without leaving yourself out. What about the video that you're using as blackmail to keep everyone silent about who you really are? And this is exactly what you did to your friends when you made that video of them. This is what you're trying to do to me right now by chopping up your story and viciously attacking my career and my character. Everything you can do to maintain everyone's sealed lips on who you are. I don't know if I'll bounce back from this, and frankly, I don't care if I do, but why would I put my career on the line by going against someone with so much power? For clout? You think this is the attention I want? I knew Jeffree had all those texts, and I knew he'd release them in a way to manipulate his audience like he always does. What's crazy is regardless of all this drama, I've found peace. Sincerely, Thomas, my career is over, Halbert. He then goes on to tweet this. These messages were sent after Jeffree found out I told Manny about the video he had put together to blackmail him and other influencers. Thomas then goes on to leak DMs between Manny MUA and himself. Hey sister, did Nikita ever talk to you? Manny replies, hey, yeah, Nikita talked to me briefly about your conversation. Okay, good, I just wanted to warn you guys about it because I saw the video and it was not good. It really goes in on Nikki though. He's not a nice person. Was there anything specific we said that you can remember? It's crazy because I still wish him the best and I want him to be happy. Everyone deserves to be happy. Thomas responds, the one thing that still fucking gets me is that he got Nikki on camera saying the N-word. He also has Laura on camera calling Nikki a fat whale. I'm just butting in, guys. That is so mean. I hope that's not true. Is there any way I can call you? I don't want to talk about this via DM. LMAO. Yeah, let's talk on the phone for sure. Then Thomas goes on to post this tweet. This is what happened between me and Manny that caused me to become vindictive towards him and what I was addressing in the voice note. Hey Manny, I know you're going through a lot right now and I totally understand if you ignore this text or whatever. I'm just having a hard time myself dealing with some information I was given a while ago and later confirmed by several influencers and brand teams. I was told by Jeffree that you did in fact try to bad talk me to people and brands to get them to not fuck with me or work with me. I took what he said with a grain of salt knowing your situation with each other, but eventually it did spark my curiosity, seeing that there was no reason for anyone to hate me at that time. I was minding my business then. Eventually I started to ask the people who randomly unfollowed me, who now follow me and are cool with me, if that was the case. And you were going around saying I'm copying you, I want to be you, and just was spreading vicious things about me. Is this true? Be honest. I've been so angry about this because that shit put me in so much darkness. I became so angry at the world and at times wanted to flat out die. I was so depressed. I don't know if you know the feeling of not being good enough for people, but that was what I felt constantly. Now here for the T messaged Thomas and said, Thomas, did you text Manny? Thomas responded, no, I wrote out a message in my notes to send, but my anxiety has kept me from sending it. Send it. Sort this out with him. I'm sure he'll be receptive. To which Thomas responds, true, I don't know. Thomas also tweets out, and this is exactly what happened when he made that compilation video of his friends saying obscene things. This is what is happening to me. This is what happens when someone with more influence wants to stomp out your truth. He also posts, to be quite honest, this is probably the dumbest drama I've ever been in. This is beyond immature and annoying. I tried to start an intelligent conversation and own up to my actions initially that got dumbed down and turned into a smear campaign. Nikkitutorials had something to say regarding the alleged video Jeffree Star has of her saying racial slurs. She tweeted, I let a lot of shit pass by because I don't want to keep defending myself over lies. This one, however, has gone too far, creating the idea that I'm a racist or use terms I actually never have heard of. To be completely open, I don't even know what it means. Call me ugly, an ugly giant, a fat whale, call me whatever the hell you're in the mood for, but not a racist. And Jeffree Star stood up for Nikkitutorials by responding on Snapchat and saying,
so if someone's gonna try to smear her name, no, you're not gonna do that. Me and Nikki, we played with makeup together, we filmed some amazing videos, but she never said one racist comment in the history of our friendship, and that needs to be said on record.
Now, Jeffree Star has concluded to the entire drama on a recent Snapchat post where he stands up for his name. Credit goes to Rich Likes for finding the Snapchat.
Hello guys, alright, so I wasn't gonna address fake news, but when over 200,000 people have seen someone's video about me, I think it is only fair that I can come on here and defend myself. Now, if you are someone that doesn't give a fuck about fake drama, the beauty community, how messy some of these people are, please fast forward. I don't want to waste your time. But if you are someone that has questions about what has been going on, I'm here to talk about it, and I think it is very important to come on here one-on-one with you guys, and just be very candid, because girl, who wants to try it? Now, 2 days ago, the YouTuber Thomas Halbert, which if you don't know who that is, I know a lot of you are probably like, who? I know. If you don't know who that is, fast forward. If you know what I'm talking about, he uploaded a video where he insinuated some very big accusations about me. Now, he didn't have the guts to say my name. He knew the legal ramifications for lying, and anything that is defamatory, or someone that actually goes on record and says you are this, this, and this, and you are not, and they are literally lying, there of course are legal ramifications. You are affecting someone else's life. So, here's what's going on. Now, Thomas made a very big accusation against me. Now, quick backstory. If you want the full story, you guys, please go on over to my Twitter. I just want to come on here and mention it so you guys know, like, okay, like, the bitch finally knows what's going on. He's addressing it, and yes, I am addressing it, because this person is lying for attention, and there is a very deep backstory that he failed to mention in his video that I went into very detail on Twitter right now. So if you want to head over there, please do so. People always want, pull out the receipts. Girl, I uploaded text messages. I uploaded audio voice notes. This person is disturbed. There's a lot going on there, and he tried to bring me into the trenches of his misery for personal gain, and honey, that's not going to happen. Now, he makes the accusation, you guys, that when he came over, now we've only met once, we met 2 months ago for the first time ever, for 2 hours at my house. Now, he asked me about my past, he asked me about things I've said in the past, about racism, about allegations, about the beauty community, and I was very candid with him. I was very upfront, very truthful, very brutally honest, and I answered all of his questions. Now, when he left my house, we saw each other a few weeks later. Now, in his video, he said that when he left my house, he was so bothered, he was disturbed. He said that I said a racial slur in front of him. After everything I've been through, after my past, after everything that I have, like, I literally sat there and I'm like, I gave you business advice. We talked about your failed merch line. We talked about your channel. He asked me real business advice on YouTube, makeup, everything. And because he couldn't get what he wanted out of me, he flipped it and chose a subject that he knew was going to get a lot of attention because it's sensitive. And he made up a full false story to try to harm me. And I'm like, oh, I don't really deal with this type of stuff. So long story short, this person, hi Thomas, I know you're watching this, you were at my house, and then weeks later, you were at my office. You were at Killer Merch in the Jeffree Star Cosmetics warehouse, begging for us to do your merchandise, saying you had a shitty deal with someone else. And we were like, you know what, maybe we'll take this kid under our wing. But something felt off. We declined to do business with you. You also asked to film 2 videos with me for YouTube, for your personal gain, of course. I declined to work with you on that as well. So, no merch line, no YouTube collabs, and all of a sudden I'm the racist. Got it! Are you that dumb? Girl, you don't handle rejection very well. So if you've made it this far, I'm not trying to waste any more of your guys' time. Hop on over to Twitter if you want to see everything else I had to say about it. But I just wanted to come on here, you guys, like man to man, woman to woman, alien to alien, and just be really candid because it's like, I'm good, but it does affect my mental health. It does affect Nate's mental health. It does affect my family when people are constantly lying. It's like, can you imagine just waking up and there's another fabricated fake ass story? It's like, can we just breathe and live our lives without people constantly trying to come for us? Like, if these bitches spent half the effort on their own careers as they do on mine, they might have one. So last thought, Thomas, you are a liar. I don't know why, we do know why you're doing this, but I don't know why at the core of your being, you want to make up a full lie about me. Get on camera, let the world know it was all fake, and apologize because you are not a good person. And people like you are why I don't trust anyone. You were trying to fish for information on my ex-friends to hurt them, and then you're texting them at the same damn time on my couch. My brain, like, I can't fathom this stupidity. It's scary, you guys. It is truly scary. Alright, if you've made it this far, time to keep it moving. Go enjoy your day. But just know that I know we all deal with these people in our lives, but when it's put on blast in front of an audience, You gotta defend your honor, because no one will be lying on my name and getting away with it. I like actually feel sad almost. Like I almost feel sad for him, and then I look back at what is going on and I'm just like...
So that's all for this career funeral ceremony service. And no, if anyone was wondering, Thomas Halbert doesn't deserve setting spray to set down his career into the depths of the makeup YouTube cemetery. All my social media will be linked down below in the description, and I'll see you guys in our next investigation.